our earth the topmost world, the world of mesmerized beauty and happiness all around, the world of no corruption at all, the world of no cheating, the world of no crime, no rapes, no murder, no killing, the world of love for all and love for self. We want to build this topmost world. We, this upcoming generation, need such a topmost world. We believe in love for all. We believe in forgiveness. We want such a topmost world. So for that, step number 1 is Thursday, the fasting day. Step number 2, we are going to talk about 13 things to do. These are the 13 things that we are going to do into step number 2. Now, what are these 13 things? In these 13 things, I have categorized these 13 things into 3 categories. If you can see broadly, the very first category is 8 pillars of humanity. The very first category is 8 pillars of humanity, right? Because if you want a better world than the current planet Earth, then definitely you need to follow the 8 pillars of humanity yourself. Don't think about the others. Don't think about the government. Don't think about any neighbor, any friend that he or she is doing that, so why should I not? Think about yourself. You need to change yourself. We need to change ourselves. When we change ourselves, then the world will automatically change. And believe me, in my 13-year project, everyone is going to connect with me. People around the globe are connecting with me in the 13-year project. Let us all together connect worldwide, globally in this 13-year project, and let us achieve the target of shifting our earth from number 7 to number 1, the topmost world. Let us achieve that target. How do we do? The very first category, 8 pillars of humanity, the 8 pillars of righteousness. The right thing to do in life, to identify what is right, what is wrong. The 8 pillars of humanity, that's the first category. I will categorize it subcategory wise and I'll explain you everything. Certainly, certain words will all its own talk about itself. The second category is addiction. And the third category is material world negativity. Now, what are these 3 categories that we are going to talk about? The first category, the 8 pillars of humanity. When I talk about 8 pillars of humanity, when I talk about human, that means I am expecting each one of us to be human, not animal. Animals fight. Animals do the killing. Animals keep on hunting. Animals keep on eating anything and anything, whatever they get to eat. We are not animals. We are humans. That's what makes us differ from animal. So to be human, you need to follow the 8 pillars of humanity right from today, right from now. If you are in for this 13-year project, what is the first pillar of humanity? The very first pillar of humanity is protection and comfort. God has given you brain, God has given you power, God has given you such a beautiful body. Your parents have brought you onto this earth to do something better for people around, to do something better for yourself. So protection and comfort means you have to be protective. Anything wrong going around you, you see, don't keep mum. Don't keep your mouth shut with any kind of fear. Please speak out. Protect the poor. Protect every soul. Give them the comfort of love. That is the first pillar of H.O.M.E, humanity. The second pillar of humanity is sacrifice and satisfaction. Now, what do you mean by sacrifice? Sacrifice means if I am a brother and I've got my siblings and my brother and I've got a burger with me to eat, and while I am about to eat that burger, immediately my younger brother comes in and says, I'm hungry. What will he do? Oh, you will definitely share that burger with your younger brother, I know that. But a poor man comes and tells you, or you see around a poor man who's looking at you with very pained and grieved eyes out of hunger. Will you share your burger with that poor guy? You need to do that. That is called sacrifice. You need to bring sacrifice within your life. Nothing matters. See, we've read so many ancient texts and ancient scriptures. Lord Jesus, He sacrificed so much. For whom? For all of you. For people around you. Lord Sri Ram, He sacrificed what? He sacrificed His entire kingdom just to fulfill 2 promises given by His stepmother to His father. He sacrificed everything. So many great saints, leaders, philosophers are there, today's world also, who are sacrificing their life for this world to become a better place. For us, for the upcoming generation. So you need to have that sacrifice within you for anything and everything. Satisfaction. Be satisfied with what you have. That's the second pillar of humanity. When I talk about the third pillar of humanity, that is selfless service and love for all. So when you're serving someone, when you're helping someone, it has to be selfless. No expectations out of it. Please do not expect anything out of your good deeds. You are lucky enough that you are getting an opportunity to perform that righteous action because there is someone in trouble. Had that someone not been in trouble, you wouldn't have got that opportunity. So you are thankful to that person whom you are helping, not that the other way around. You have to be thankful to everyone to whom you help, from whom you take help. Be thankful to everyone. Give selfless service, love for all. The fourth pillar of humanity is non-violence and peace. When I talk about non-violence, means no killing. No killing of anything for our taste buds or for our ego satisfaction or for any grabbing of anybody's land or grabbing or trying to steal away someone's pride or something. You're not supposed to create violence. You have to be non-violent. Right? So non-violence and peace is what you need to accept in your life. Equality and decency, the fifth pillar of humanity. The word itself says, what is equality? What is decency? When I am saying equality, treat everyone equally. Be it a poor or a rich, be it a man or a woman. You have to treat everyone with respect, with honor. Then only you can expect some respect and honor for yourself. Correct? Decency. Decency has to be there in your words that you are speaking. Politeness has to be there in your word. Compassion should be coming out of your mouth like anything. Like a fruit juice, it should spell out of your mouth. So, equality and decency. Decency in your dressing sense as well. God has given this lovely body not to show this body to the world. Come on. If you are doing that, then what is the difference between an animal and a human being? That's why I'm saying that this 13-year project, whoever is in with me, they at least have to follow equality and decency. So decency in everything. Decency in your speech, decency in your talk, decency in your food habits, decency in your dressing sense. Everywhere decency is required. We came down to number 5, the 5 pillars of humanity. Now we come to number 6. The words itself suggest what is it? Truthfulness and honesty. Be honest. Be truthful. You get a wallet on a roadside of someone. Please pick it up. Try to find the owner. Try to see what is there inside the wallet. Not for money, but try to find out the address of that person, some visiting card, some business card. You should try your level best to find out the owner of that wallet. No matter what. And after so much of troubles also, if you are not able to find the owner for 30 days, try it for that 30 days. I'll give you a 30-day time period. Okay, you can take it into consideration. But don't touch a single penny out of that wallet. 30 days also, if you're not able to find the owner, then what will you do? I'm just giving you an example. then the money that is there in that wallet, do not use for self. Help poor and the needy with the money that is there in the wallet. That way, the fruits of that good action performed by you will somehow reach to the owner of that wallet. And it will come to you as well in life. The world will become a better place to live in. So that is where truthfulness and honesty comes in. The seventh pillar of humanity is compassion and humbleness. Be compassionate. Be humble in life. I'll take you one small story out of over here. I had once visited to a pilgrimage site. When I went to a pilgrimage site, I was there with my family and we entered into a small restaurant over there because we were quite hungry. It was evening time by around 6 o'clock or maybe around 7 p.m. in the evening, yes. So we stepped into the restaurant and there was only one table vacant where 4 to 5 people could sit. I with my family sat on that or took over that table, right? And then we ordered, my kids ordered the burger stuff and the fast food stuff, right? I ordered a nice meal in the evening, okay, that I wanted to have, and we started having our meal, a nice family time. We were halfway with the meal. That moment I saw an old man entering into that restaurant. He came down to our table, he looked at me, he looked at our table, and then he again turned back. He was having a stick in his right hand and he again turned back and exited out of the restaurant. So I was just imagining and thinking that why did this old man enter the restaurant? He just came down up to our table and looked around and then went away. I thought maybe he must have just come down like that. But again after 5 minutes, that same old man again came back. He was looking around. So that time I understood he was looking around for a place to sit. But the restaurant was full. So he came down to us and he asked me that moment that, son, how much time do you have? See the question. I shouldn't have waited for that question to come out of his mouth. But the only problem was that I did not understand what that old man was seeking before he uttered these words. The moment he said that how much time do we have, I understood he is looking for a place to sit. He must be hungry. He wanted to have his meal. I immediately got up from my place. We were halfway in the mid of the meal. I got up from my place, picking up my plate, and I said, Uncle, please take this chair. We will take a chair somewhere else or we will stand up. Please, you have to take this chair. Seeing me taking my plate in my hand, the half meal done. My wife, my kids, everyone got up immediately with their plate, with their water bottles, with their coffee and cold drink. They were trying to have it, but I refused. And I told them not to have cold drink. So they also got up from their seats and they said, yes, please, uncle, you take the seat. We will move to some other table or we will just look out for a space. And he was so glad, he was so happy. The happiness of his face, the happiness of his heart made our stomach full. That evening was so great in helping. So that is what is compassion. That is what is humbleness. You have to be humble. How did it matter? Even if you would have had to leave that meal over there itself for that uncle, it was okay. I'm not going to die with that kind of sacrifice. Right? Even if I have to die, I will. See the soldiers and the army who are staying far away from their family members. They die for people. For whom? For us. That's sacrifice. That is compassion. That is protection that they do. Right? That's the seventh pillar of humanity. And the eighth pillar, the final pillar of humanity, is self-care and self-love, which I already told you that you have to take care of yourself. You have to love yourself, and to love yourself, to take care of yourself. Step number 1 of the 13-year project is Thursday, the fasting day, the fasting meal day, the social media fasting. Everything goes on Thursday, one day. Whatever time you get, do meditation, go around with your friend for a walk, nice talk. That should be one day in a week. Thursday, a weekday. Okay, the middle of the day. So you remember the 13-year project, what you are going to do. So what we are going to do is that we have to follow first, along with step number 1, the 8 pillars of humanity. We need to follow these 8 pillars of humanity first of all, right from now, right from today. So the 13-year project. 13-year project. And why did I chose the number 13? I was very clear that I don't want you to be in any of the PH scales. I want you to be on really wonderful level to see our world at the topmost world. The first step, Thursday, the fasting day, the social media fasting day, that is what you have to do. Then you need to follow the second step, the 8 pillars of humanity. We spoke about protection, comfort, sacrifice, satisfaction. The third pillar of humanity, selfless service and love for all. The fourth pillar of humanity, non-violence and peace. Fifth pillar, equality, decency. Sixth pillar, truthfulness, honesty. Seventh pillar, compassion and humbleness. And the eighth pillar, self-care and self-love. Right? That's step number 2. We need to bring these characteristics within ourselves. And we need to encourage people around us to have these 8 pillars of humanity within themselves. I call these 8 pillars of humanity as the 8 pillars of righteousness. The right actions to make the life better for ourselves and for people around us, for this world, for this universe. The